Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayaz Kabar from the GMS Virginia camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that I pray that you find edifying. And I was watching this video from this YouTuber called the Canadian Prepper, and on this one video he put out warning, I'm coming to your house when shit hits the fan. So apparently that's the thing going around, on these preppers, whereas a lot of people are starting to say that if shit hits the fan, we're coming over your house because we already know what you got. Why do I have to prep when you've already done the work for me? Why do I have to do anything when I know that you've got all that I need? And that's the sentiment, or that's going to be the sentiment of a lot of people during the time of Jacob's trouble. During the time of this great tribulation, a lot of people are going to take from other people, due to the famine, the hardships, the turmoil, or whatever you want to call it. People are just going to have no respect or respect the persons for anyone. And it doesn't matter, It could be your family member, it could be a close friend that you've actually grown up with your entire life. In the time of Jacob's trouble, friends are going to betray each other. Brothers are going to betray each other. But, you got these preppers out there who actually think that, somehow, some way, they're going to scathe, all of these events. Well, that's not the case. In fact, they're going to be right there in the thick of it, because I'm pretty sure, that, you had your preppers down in Florida, you had your preppers down in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, who were in the path of, those tornadoes and those whirlwinds that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai plagued them with. I'm pretty sure you have preppers in those. And what happened? What did we see? We seen these places get flooded out. We seen these people out there destitute, not having anywhere to go. Their so-called preps have been destroyed. And even if the preps weren't destroyed, they don't know where the fuck they are today, because these places have been decimated. These places have been destroyed. The landmark that you knew yesterday isn't there today. And that's what a lot of these preppers do. They create things called caches. And what is a cache in the mindset of a prepper? What preppers like to do, or what people like to do, is create caches. So if something happens in this neck of the woods, they could go over to the other neck of the woods and get their cache that they stored up as a reserve. And let's say, for example, if something happened in two caches, well, they may have a third or a fourth cache where they can actually go to and get reserves, get food, get, some sort of protection or whatever. That's what those prepared minds do. And that's what those prepared minds have done. And right now, those prepared minds that thought that, those calamities that fell upon them during these hurricanes and these tornadoes wouldn't fall upon them has happened. So they can no longer get their so-called preps. They can no longer provide for themselves because all of that stuff was destroyed. That shit is 10 to 20 feet probably beneath mud. And mud is heavy or dirt is heavy as fuck when they get wet. Dirt is heavy as fuck when it gets wet. So, I mean, the mindset that, these heathen have gotten is the mindset of preparedness. Prepare for the worst case scenario, cardinally. And that's what they do. Prepare for the worst case scenario, cardinally. So here it is. You got this guy called the Canadian Prepper yammering about what he would do if you came to his door. Listen, you don't have enough protection to ward away all the people that's going to be coming to your door. You don't know enough people to help you preserve what you have to prevent these people from coming to your door. That's why you're going to need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And if you ask me, I believe, he's a tear. I believe his father's a Edomite. Yeah, I remember him saying it one time in an old episode or whatever, but I believe he's a tear. But nonetheless, the times that are coming, your preps ain't gonna save you, your stores ain't gonna save you, what you have in your cupboard. Look, man, this shit ain't gonna save you at all. Now, it's not wrong, to go out and get you an extra can of beans or an extra, this, that, or the other. It's not wrong to do that. A wise man would do that. You know what I'm saying? Because when the shit hits the fan, you don't want to be out there in the thick of it, going down the fucking food line of Farm Fresh, if there's a Farm Fresh around. You don't want to go out there, in the midst of this chaos. You just don't want to be the one. You don't want to be them. So I'm going to break out a few precepts, and if brothers get the chance or the time, watch this video, what I'm saying? Because it's really informative of the mindset that, these people have, because quite honestly, it's a natural thing that they have this mindset, what I'm saying? It's because without Yahweh Hashem Yahushua as your hedge, you're going to have this mindset, without the faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're going to have this mindset. So that's why the Lord has been building us up in the faith over time, and that's that's a part of why you're in this grace period, to build yourself up, to repent, to lean upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushua more so than this collapsing city. That's what this is about. Being able to lean upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushua when everybody else is going to believe and lean upon this world. So I'm gonna break out a few precepts and close out. What I'm saying? Because if bros get the chance, watch this video. If you ask me, I think it's comical. In a sense that he has no idea how bad it's gonna get. He has no idea of the tribulation that he and his family are going to face. He has no idea what's coming. All they can do is speculate off of what they see in these movies and go off of that. When in fact, the scriptures will give you a clearer depiction on how bad it's going to get. Especially if you're in the spirit. A lot of these movie directors like to go into, the scriptures and get the idea for their movies. But, even then, so that shit is watered down. That's watered down because if you're in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you understand how angry he is. How angry he is. At you 2/3 Jakes and also towards you heathens. So you're not going to get through what's coming unscathed? Nah, not a fucking all. In fact, you're going to be right there in the thick of it. In fact, those judgments are for you. The wicked of the nation of Israel and as well as you other nations, you heathens. So go ahead and prep all the fuck you want because all you're doing is preserving that for the elect. You know what I'm saying? And for you people who actually have prepped, who actually have these little farms and, decided to go off grid and try to make it on your own and do this, that, or the other. Hey, listen, the Lord is making it very prevalent. You could do all that shit, but it's for naught. All of that is for naught. Because I'm pretty sure, you had your, you might have had your solar panels on the roof and, you might have had extra batteries in your garage and, your economical house where, you know, your television is $12 a year in electrical payment. I'm pretty sure you had all that shit. I'm pretty sure some of you had all that shit. You know, you had your little garden in the backyard, your little farm on the side of the house. Yeah, all right, great. Great. You know, but what did Yahweh Hashem Yahushua do? He nullified that shit. He took all of that away, whereas you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we're hearing about how Esau Edom is going through this shit. You know, Jakes are going through it too, but Esau Edom is, hey, your kingdom is falling. So I'm gonna bring out some scriptures and you know, close out. This is a little show lesson before camp. The book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 16. And it reads, Salakia, and it reads, and he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. So here it is, you had a rich man who was able to gather all of these foods, you know, all of these commodities in his barn, you know. Let me keep going. And he said, what will I do? I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But the Most High said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul will be required of thee. Then whose shall these things be which thou hast provided? So he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High. So here it is, you laid up all of these things carnally, but you're not laying up your treasures in heaven. You know, here it is, you know, you built up a storehouse and you know what I'm saying, you decided to build back better. Build back bigger, Salah. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord allowed you to build back bigger. You know, and then when you built back bigger, he required your soul. And those things were left to somebody else. King Solomon spoke on these things. All is vanity. Here it is, you know, you built up treasures in earth, you know, you have all of these goods, but you can't take it with you. You can't take this shit with you. You can't take none of it with you. You know, and that's the mindset a lot of jakes without faith. You're building up your treasures on earth instead of trying to build up your treasures in heaven. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has made it abundantly clear that he could just destroy everything that you have and leave you with nothing. Nada. Nilch. I'm pretty sure those people who were devastated by this judgment realize that. They don't have shit. They might just have the clothes on their back. Their vehicles are shit. Their homes are destroyed. Their commodities are destroyed. A lot of these people were hit so fast and so quick that they couldn't do anything. They couldn't preserve anything. So what's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble? When all of these things shall come as a thief of the night to you two-thirds Jakes who ain't paying attention to what's going on. You're going to be just like that. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is beautiful, bro. He just gave you an example of how quick destruction could come. And you Jakes ain't even paying attention to that. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua hit these people unexpectedly. They weren't expected tides and floods, you know, to hit them 20 feet high. Whereas they're talking about, they're seeing bodies in trees. What? Seeing bodies in trees? Was it that high? Well, you damn right it was that high. Rivers overflowed. Mudslides. A lot of people were destroyed either by drowning or being covered with mud. It hit them unexpectedly. They weren't expecting this. Man, how about Shimmy Shah? He's beautiful, bro. He's beautiful. The elect see what's going on. I'm pretty sure during the time of Noah, those wicked people who were walking the face of the earth didn't see the flood coming until it came. Well, what's the difference between that and this? These people didn't see the flood until it came, until it was hot on their ass. And what could they do? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was nothing they can do. There was nowhere they could go. They couldn't find high ground quick enough. And so what's going to be the time when more and more of these plagues happen? What are the people going to do? Because all of this is just the judgments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai coming to pass. Man, the Lord is about to destroy a lot of people, man. He's about to destroy a lot of people who just haven't been paying attention. You know? What do I want to get? What do I want to get? The book of 2nd Esdras. The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. The sword and destruction is nigh. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is visiting the world of which he made with plagues, tempests, whirlwinds. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is visiting this place. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So, in retrospect, you know, what this Canadian prepper guy said, you know, he actually thinks that he's going to be protected in that day because somehow, some way, he thinks everybody's going to be able to get along and build back a better community. No, because that's not the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai specifically said, there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So you can go ahead and think that, you know, you can stand afar off and pop a few people at a mile away or 200 yards at this, that, whatever it is that you think that you're going to be able to do for a prolonged period of time will be brought to naught. Because when the masses of the people realize that you're the storehouse of a lot of food, and they know you and they know what you're about, well, guess what? Everything that you've done in vanity, because all you've done was cause attention to come to yourself. That's all you've done. And that's all you've done. And to the elect, don't have this mindset of thinking that, you know, you could build your storehouse and, you know, you have everything you need in your house. Nah, man. You know, you have to have the mindset of you're going to have to get the fuck up and leave. This shit might go down so quick that you might even have time enough to go home. You know, you got to be in that mindset of, I'm ready to go. You know, you got to have that pilgrim mindset. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go wherever Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai have me go. But yeah, you know, I just find it funny. You know, I'm watching this video and I'm listening to him speak, and I'm giggling. You know, I'm kind of giddy within myself, and I'm saying, man, this dude have no idea. He has no idea. He actually think he's a Billy Badass, but you know, scriptures say that even mighty men shall cry bitterly in those days. And these days are coming. Mighty men are going to be crying bitterly, breaking the fuck down. You know? And I'm referring to men of war. So, hey, man. Don't be like this Jake. Well, he ain't a Jake. If you ask me, he's a tear, you know. But don't be like these people, man. Don't be like the heathen. You know, the Lord specifically told us that. Don't be like them, you know what I'm saying, because they're dismayed. Don't be dismayed. Anyhow, and so with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who woo well. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Shalom.